With the new season of cards, I got knocked back a few ranks, so I decided to reboot my Jaggro deck and see how far I could take it. Check it out here today on Legendary Tactics. So in today's video, I'm going to showcase, I guess, my experiments with the Jaggro deck and give it a sort of a test run. And I've been gradually growing my cards collection. With the reduction in rank, I'm working my way back up again. I'm in back corporal now, and so I'm just trying out this deck. I'm working on trying to make it fast, but I also want it to be a bit robust if possible. I want to have some mid-game, maybe even late-game strength, where I've got some cards that can do some decent damage. I've seen a lot of rush decks, or what you'd call the rush decks, aggro decks, that are so weak that you end up not really taking a lot of damage, and by the time you get to the mid or late game, that deck has nothing left. It's just sending these weak units against your stronger end game units. And so this game was a bit of an experiment. I'm up against what appears to be another Jaggro deck, and so I have added some neat cards. You'll see them as we play, but that was kind of my general design intention, was to have a kind of a balanced kind of thing. I've added the British for that more robustness, especially in repairing HQ, which is always helpful. Managed to take out that unit on a 1-for-1 trade, but I feel reasonably good. I've got Resolute Defense, Imperial Order, the Zero, MITO Regiment. These are all great. I actually am really enjoying things like the MITO Regiment of Blade of the Samurai is another great one. The MITO Regiment is really, really fun because when you destroy it, you damage the enemy HQ, and if you have a few of them in your deck, you can knock it back. 4, 6 strength, and that it can make a difference, especially in a close game. And in general, your enemy is going to want to eliminate those cards, so it's going to be a bit of an issue. My opponent played unwittingly into my trap here, as I use Imperial Order to not only repair my British unit there, but boost it, and that's gonna help it out. Now I'm keeping an eye out. I obviously am vulnerable to attack from that plane, so I'm gonna just boost it by 1/1 to make sure that it's not killable by that single plane. And with a bit of help on the back line, I'm going to give it 6 damage. I'm not going to take out the plane. I'm going to just keep damaging my enemy HQ. I mean, that is what an aggro deck is all about, after all. And so anyway, he ends up playing into my my evil plan anyway, which worked out well. So in that case, I'll take out the half track, and now I'm going to re-advance here. And I wish I had my Imperial Order back now all of a sudden, but at least that unit is still on the board. And I've added a lot of boosts, units and cards that boost not only attack but defense. And I think that has been a great improvement overall. It means that when you get units up to the front lines, they tend to do a lot of damage because they're suddenly boosted up and able to to hit pretty hard. You can see I'm going all in on destroying the HQ there, and we're already down to we've got the enemy HQ down to 7. I'm going to do a damage on that plane as well. I don't know if that was the best move. Maybe should have hit HQ to bring it very easily within range of destruction, but I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Now the MITO Regiment gets destroyed, but does 2 damage on HQ, and that's great. And I've got my 0 there to do 4 damage. I wish the naval operation could hit the HQ, but unfortunately not. So I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way and just advance up. But with 2 MITO regiments in hand, this is going to be very, very tricky for my opponent, just because it's with only 1 health on the enemy HQ. There really is no way of killing those MITO regiments unless there's some crazy HQ repair going on, which I don't see in this. I don't see that coming in this deck. So it's going to be pretty much a done deal here. There's not much, unfortunately, my opponent can do to stop me, I'm sure. And pick up bombing rate. That's a new one that I want to feature in this deck as well. So just a very quick glimpse. This was just kind of a fun, somewhat easy victory, but I wanted to showcase the deck that I'm putting together. I'll put the deck list in the description below. And please let me know in the comments if there was anything I can improve, or if you have any ideas as far as building Jaggro decks. And we'll see you here next time on Legendary Tactics.